Oh, it's 77 here, so I'm good.
I
Wow.
got, listen, I got a couple of ice. I got the fans going. I'm good to go. I'm good to go.
Yeah, there's no humidity over here. People got to worry about Hillary spreading her legs on the West Coast.
I
Uh,
seen that, man. That's what got me messed up right now.
she wants to be on PMS today and shit, and but
Hot
I
flashes.
digress. Right, hot flashes and
Hot
shit.
flashes.
Right, So, but no, other than that, like my weekend been chill, like real chill.
Yeah, I mean, I know Tone was traveling, and we've been I've been stuck at work, but yeah, it's been pretty cool. I was debating whether or not I got off early enough yesterday to want to go out and do something, and my body was like, hell no, you going to sleep? That's what we gonna do, and that's what we did.
Yes.
Yeah, that happens. Yes, I know it happens to me because it happened to me awfully. It happens to me
uh,
awfully a lot.
I might not want to admit this to y'all, but I think I'm getting old.
If you don't have to, the body will make you tap
Will I
out.
admit it? Right? Will I admit it for you?
Yeah,
Mm,
that body make you tap out.
mm,
Listen.
You know.
mm, mm. Yeah, I'm at that point already. So yeah, I mean, if there's anybody that knows about being old and being fat and sloppy and
Wow.
slow and depressed and shit, that would definitely be me. No, I'm just playing.
Listen,
I ain't
listen.
that.
When you get that sign and you get up and you do the grunt, the grunt.
Ooh-wee.
It's
It's a wrap.
yeah.
I'm doing
Hmm.
that now when I get up off the couch. I get up off the couch. Ugh.
There it
You
is,
get
right there.
the
Like you about to pull something.
Right.
right.
James Brown. Get it.
Hmm.
For real.
You ain't lying. You
Get
is
it.
Isn't
not
yo?
lying.
Is it me? And I know
Hey,
I haven't talked about it, but is it me or has like AEW been dominating pretty much everything this whole week?
It has to.
as far as like what though?
Like us just literally talking about them, period. Because we like it feels like the CM Punk thing and everything with him going on with the elite and even with the
Cash.
non-elite. Because yeah, right. And it feels like they've been dominant as to where WWE's kind of been dormant with the whole. I
Which
still
I
say they
tried
could
to
have
tell you,
done.
I tried to tell you, motherfuckers. Once the bloodline like exits out for a little bit,
Was
they're gonna go silent for a little bit. So
was this the like was this like the test the test like all right, let's see what y'all could do. There's no Roman, there's no Usos, there was no solo. So I
But you
mean
know what?
Paul,
And like you guys said, yo, Sheamus had a bomb match with Edge. So
but that's
kudos
it.
to Sheamus because he shut me up because he was one of the few that was out there on the podcast circuit talking about if you give him a storyline with like Romans, he could do just as much good work. So
hmm
kudos to him.
But
hmm
what I've been saying, like where was like this I don't know where did Sheamus came from. I know he was stuck in the tag team for a while, but it's like he been cooking since last year and with Edge going on, like I said, SmackDown was a one match show. Like once Edge said this is the last match, that's what everybody was watching SmackDown for. It's like you got something else to talk about. Like
But that's sad as fuck though. Like, in order for us to be drawn into their product, is that it has to be something dramatic that has to happen in order for me to watch their television.
but they should have
You
took
know,
advantage of this. They should have took advantage of this
You
because
know, they too damn lazy. At the end of the day, they are too fucking lazy.
the one
and
thing that I was laughing about that I was thinking about was like good heel work would definitely be like you see, it takes for Roman and everybody to be off the show for Edge to get his little 15 minutes and then he went away already. So now what?
mhm.
You know what I mean? Now you could, but I don't know.
That's
We'll
the
see.
question. That's
I
the
mean, we've
question.
been saying that for how long now?
Too
It's been at
long.
least 2 months, 3 months.
3 months, 3 days, 14 minutes, and 14 seconds to be exact.
You know,
And I'm still digressing.
And look at the Street Profits.
We'll talk about them.
Yo, I'm
We'll
so mad about
listen. We'll talk about them.
that. Moisty man.
Yeah, they were. Well, yeah, we'll talk about the moist cakes in a minute. You know, I have to put the glasses. Wait a minute, hold on. That's too goddamn dark. Okay, I need some. Yeah,
I had to put my
yeah,
hat on because I got
perfect.
like 3 different colors going on right now. So I don't know.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. Yeah, I got like, damn, shit, like that's too damn dark too. Shit,
You
damn.
see my watch imprint, Ray.
I did that before. I was like, look at here. I am light skinned. Oh, you know.
Looking ass. Okay. Anywho, everybody, we're gonna have a great podcast. So we got 2 hours to kill. So yeah, we're gonna have a good time. So
Absolutely.
let's enjoy the show and remember to subscribe, remember to share, remember to like this podcast. Remember to tell your friends about us, about hashtag Heals for Life, because we're trying to get to um I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the year. I think we can do it. We just have to apply it to ourselves, and we just need your help, Heal Nation. So let's go ahead and get started, and let's get it.
Let's go.
Initiating system 1.
Wild card. Stormy.
DJ Red Flags.
The Holy Hill. Rockin' Reese. 8-Bit. The Real Garden. Ziggy the Beast. El Jefe.
System 1 loaded.
Let them feel that heel heat. Heels for like the club, yeah, it's too sweet. Boots, we put heels to face. Check your heels for life, everybody's great. Oh, it's start time. Shout out Chris the founder, an amazing brother. Number uno, wild card, but never changing colors. It's Mr. Team, bring it, let the guy flex. PV boys to UETTs, but I digress. Ziggy the baby face on a heel show. Producer of the year, plus a vet with a steel toe. Ziggy the beast, he play stops with T.O. The heel they love to hate, more shots than Tito. DJ Red Flags, nah, you shouldn't challenge him. And the enforcers, the black on Anderson, Mr. Attention Getter. He is the attention. Now it's getting stormy. We make great impressions. Said Rollins ain't a problem, it'll sound trippy. Montez 2.0 from the Mound City. I know what you're thinking, what a great team. And it's been Heels for Life since 2018. Let them feel that heel heat. Heels for Life the club, yeah, it's too sweet. Big boots, we put heels to face. We are Heels for Life, everybody's great. Let's go. We're at the SmackDown Hotel having a cookout. Rockin' with Reese, encyclopedia books out. We need that all sports talk. This is a Reese cap, cooking with the real Garland. What's the feedback? The only double J he respects is me. I was a tweener, played the middle like a referee. No more bearded baby face, I'm the holy heel. King Ace on the printer like I know that's real. He's 18-bit. With that Macho Man flavor, all my 16s big, sound like we're playing on the safe. We keep it raw in a Monday, and Alex brings that nitro to a Sunday. El Jefe, the heels don't give an F.A. Eddie had La Raza, me I got El Gente. We be the face without the foundation. It's the Heels for Life podcast. Stop hating. Let them feel that heel heat.
What's going on, Wrestling True Believers? It's a great day. It's a new time. You already know who the hell I am. You know what I'm saying? The wild card, the fat one, the one that brings the mostest, to the absolute whatever. I have arrived. Okay, anyway, you know, my name is Chris. How you guys doing?
Yes, I am the rebel one, the Mr. Attention Getter enforcing the building. That intro came out of nowhere. I was surprised. What's going on here?
Man, that caught me on.
Oh, I had to. You know, I'm just like, I'm gonna shock them. I'm gonna shock the fuck out of them. I actually did all of that shit today. I was just like, I was thinking. First of all, it is too. Oh my god, it's too damn dark. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, too dark. Okay, so I was just like, you know what? I need something on top of the hot ass intro that All Star made for us. Like, I really do appreciate him. I really do. But I was just like, we need something like Mortal Kombat type of shit. So I was just like, well, let me just cook something up or whatever. But I'm glad that you guys liked it. But yeah, tonight, everybody. Oh, wait a minute. LFA. Oh, wait. Did you even introduce yourself?
I'm
Disrespectful.
Alex O'Hare.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, never that. I'm Alex
Sorry.
O'Hare, man. It's good to be back with my brothers this week. Work is kicking my behind, but it's alright. Money's good.
Yes.
All right. So, everybody, remember to share, subscribe, like, do what you do because we need our numbers up and shit. But yeah, this week we are 6 days away from AEW All In. So that's going to be our main event this evening. So don't worry about it. If you guys really want to talk about that shit, that is going to be the last topic that we're going to be talking about before we leave the show. But I'm going to do something a little bit different this week. So we're going to do reverse shit. So remember when we always be doing rants? We're going to do rants right now. And then we're going to talk about WWE. We're going to talk about AEW. And we're going to talk about Impact Wrestling, if that even applies to this conversation, because I don't even know when they come on. But I digress, whatever. But before we do that, shout out to Mr. TJ Red Flags that had turned 19 yesterday. No, I'm just playing. He just as old as me. Oh no, I'm older than him. But anyway, he turned 38. Shout out to him. It looks like he had an awesome birthday, or whatever. He just couldn't, we were just applying him nothing but love, or whatever. But shout out to him if you guys do see him on social media. But yeah, let's get into the rants. I don't know who want to start first. I think I'm gonna start last because mine's gonna be heavy.
Okay, you want me to start off? All right,
yeah, go ahead.
All right, look. First things first. I'll pop it now. This CM Punk thing, man. We got to get this out the way because CM Punk just needs to grow up. Basically, this is some real Saved by the Bell, he said, she said stuff. Be a man. If you can't go up to Hangman Page, if you're gonna do that and you want to do a number, call Hangman Page out and call him to the ring, even if you don't do it on camera. Call him to the ring, do it face to face. I know Hangman isn't the most confrontational person, but call him out to the ring if you're gonna talk smack about him, if you're gonna talk about his toys or whatever, or his figures or whatnot, because it's dumb. It's dumb to do stuff like that. You're only hurting your own pocket because at the end of the day, you all represent one brand. This whole thing with Ziggler's brother, also, come on, man, this is childish. But and I hate to say it, I gotta give Jim Cornette his due. That little tweet that he put out with the 76ers and the Boston Celtics is 100% accurate.
What did he mean by that?
In other words, do you think the NBA separated the 76ers and the Celtics they stopped them from playing in the playoffs because they had personal issues between each other and amongst the team?
Wow.
No, not at all. So why would you split a roster? Why would you split an awesome roster? Now, the one good thing that's coming to me out of this is I'm happy for my boy Ricky Starks. He is doing his thing on Collision.
Which I kind of feared that was going to end up happening.
And you know what? He took his ball and he's running with it, and more power to him. I'm very proud of him. That's something that I would like to see, and I like to see what they're doing with Rush. This whole little, I call him Rush. I don't know why they call him Rush, but.
That's what
I feel the same way
sometimes.
about Senor. I feel the same way about Senor Money in the Bank. Like, to me, that's just silly. But not to steal your thunder, Chris, but I digress.
I'm digressing on this podcast.
Yo, listen, we got to give him like 10 cents every time we say it. Like,
right.
Because we're trying to get rich before 50.
That's why I always say that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there.
Exactly.
But yeah, man, like I want to see Roosh and Ricky have a nice little rivalry. That would be something dope to me. I think that would be something easy to book because the athleticism books itself. Roosh is getting his time on the microphone. He's doing his thing as well. Lij, LFI, however you want to group them. I mean, and again, AEW is dominating the talk, which is what they need to do coming up on one of the biggest shows that they have coming.
So my question to you is, and like, you know, I got some follow-up questions because what you was spitting was like some fire. So is it true that WWE is just straight boring without the bloodline?
SmackDown
is.
But once again, the bloodline's not there. So, I mean, even Raw, I ain't gonna lie. I think Raw and SmackDown have traded places. I think Raw is a little bit more watchable than SmackDown.
And it's a 3-hour show. And it's a 3-hour show.
Yeah.
Gilligan's Island.
Me.
It's its own Gilligan's Island. Yeah.
It's a 3-hour show and it's more watchable than SmackDown, which is crazy. It doesn't make any sense. They have no women on Raw. They have no women on Raw whatsoever.
You know what? I didn't think of that. I didn't think that they didn't have like women on. I thought they did. I mean, they got Ryback. I mean, not Ryback though, but they got GPS. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Did he just call Rhea Ripley Ryback? Wow.
Sure did.
I swear he just did.
I did.
He didn't try to hide it. He just was gonna keep on rolling.
Hell no, I wasn't gonna fucking hide that shit. I was like, listen, if I can't, the only thing that I'm gonna hide is my nipples because none of you need to see that shit. But that's either here or there. The thing is that yes, you are absolutely correct. Like there is really no women on Raw, which that really bothers me for some reason. I don't know.
And don't forget that they keep on trying to push this Trish Stratus and Becky Lynch story.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
Like I'm not feeling it. And the thing is, I think we said this a couple episodes ago. They really got to lay back on this nostalgia thing. Trish is already in the Hall of Fame. She did her time.
There's gonna be one person. There's gonna be one person out of everybody that's always gonna say, "Oh, they're doing it to build Zoe Stark." Where?
But how? Them two are fighting each other, and Zoe Starks is going around and being the maintenance girl. I mean,
Zoe Starks is becoming Chris Jericho to the Stephanie Triple H storyline. You know, you're the future.
Wow.
You're the future, but we're not seeing nothing from you. You in the shadows. You know what I mean? But you keep on thinking that you keep on thinking Becky Lynch is the man. That was like a couple years ago when she got her nose broken. That's done. It was done. Y'all fucked that up when y'all fucking botched the finish of the WrestleMania.
I can't believe that's the only way that she got over by her nose getting broken.
No, she was over when she turned on Charlotte because everybody was sick of Charlotte. But then they just kind of kept on trying to milk it, trying to make her do outlandish things. So everybody's like, "Well, fuck it, she might as well be a face." Like it was crazy. But then you bring back Trish. What the fuck did Trish got? What should she got to prove?
And why the fuck she keep wearing that nose guard? Why? This is not 2006. Like, why? This is. I'm sorry, but this is not like playing Nintendo 64 or Super Nintendo or Sega. This nostalgic shit. Like, I will go so far with this shit. But right now, she's looking like a senior citizen that is trying to get her glory back. And I'm sorry, she looks more like Death Becomes Her. She took some potion. She got some of that, that look. Her titties are still there, but the rest of her, it's just she needs some super glue, or she needs some spray paint, or some shit.
It's a picture. It's a picture on the internet. I'm going to describe it as best as I can. There's a lady that is getting tanned and she's getting skinny, but her silicones is still the same. Like, you know what I mean? And that's what Trish is becoming. Like she's wasting away, but the silicones is still there. You know what I mean? So so I mean, but like Starting Fire podcast just said they shot themselves in the foot when they took off on SummerSlam. It should have been over.
I'm totally neglecting y'all. I am so sorry. Okay, my boy I'm about to call him A-Bit. I'm sorry. E-Dog. He said that they need to get old school. Wait, I'm sorry. They need to get the old school with their storylines. Do y'all agree with that?
I
He
mean, there's episode. I mean, there's Attitude Era episodes of Raw where the whole show was in time together,
Mm,
which is crazy because you had Stone Cold with his storyline, you had The Rock with his storyline at one time, but
mm,
somehow the show gelled together with everybody.
watch,
mm,
watch. You just said something. I'm going to give it to you right now. I never gonna forget. It was in New Jersey. You had the road. You had the highway to hell to SummerSlam.
mm,
You had Stone Cold Undertaker go. They meeting. They're not trusting each other. Which pulled in Kane and Mankind, who was the tag team champions. Which pulled in DX, who was going against the Nation when the Nation was trying to get the tag team. It like you just said, it came in where everybody was eating. Everybody had some time. Everybody
mm,
was gelling. You're not seeing that here. You're not seeing that
mm,
here. You're seeing. You're seeing what's hot, and then when you got it hot, you're milking it all through the show. You're not
You
giving
just stick
nobody
with
else.
that, right? You just stick with
You
that.
just stay with that, like the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day is the hottest thing on Raw right now, as fashion wise. But they are all over the place, all over.
mm,
Rhea Ripley is all over. That you put in Dom into something. Then you got Dan Priest who's hanging. Now you're trying to add on JD McDonough, and is he going to join? Is he not? Blah blah. But it's all about the Judgment
mm,
Day. You're not
mm,
giving. You're starting to fall in this bloodline thing with the Judgment Day now. They're about to be all over the fucking place. And now they're on NXT. They're gonna be on SmackDown sooner or later. And that's what WWE doing now. Whatever's hot, that's what's gonna get the TV time. So
mm. But just like what Starter Five podcast said, he said that, or they said that y'all should know the point of the legends is to get the new talent over, and it's not working for them.
Absolutely
Um,
not.
Honestly, and I agree with you on that. I just really feel that the the legends are starting to become a liability,
mhm.
if you will, because it's like they're getting in their own way, if that makes sense. Like they mean well, but then at the same time, it's like, okay, I just see you on TV. What's about the person that you trying to get over? Zoe Starks like comes out of nowhere in the middle of a fucking brawl, but then yeah, this is the talent that you're trying to get over. So it's just like kind of help me make sense of that. You're trying to get this person over, but they're nowhere to be found.
They're going through the same thing with Santos and Ray.
Right. And that's what I was gonna get with.
Oh, the mayor. Oh, okay, okay,
That's
yeah.
that's what I was gonna get with Zoe Stark. Said, like, I would if you go put. This is one thing I love about how AEW does it. They become mentor to the person, not trying to steal their thunder. They become the manager or something like Arn Anderson to whoever.
Cody or
Uh,
whoever.
yeah. Christian to Luchasaurus.
Mm-hmm.
They become mentors, not get into the matches and get the whole storyline, then push the rising star to the side, like, hey, you just come in when I need your help, or blah blah blah. That's
Mm-hmm.
what they're doing. Because like you just said, you just mentioned it. Santos is not a bad wrestler. He was way better when he was a heel in NXT. He was the longest reigning cruiserweight champion there. He was hot. But now you pushed him to the side with some bogus ass leg injury, and you give the United States title to Rey Mysterio, who y'all just put in the Hall of Fame this year, by the way.
I'm so sick. I'm so sick and tired of Rey Mysterio. You just don't know.
And that's the
I'm
Listen,
thing.
they were
just.
on they were on Grayson Waller. They were on Grayson Waller, right? Who was the crowd paying attention to? They could care less what Santos Escobar had to say. Everybody was just focused on Ray. They could give two shits what Santos Escobar had to say. So you know
Nope.
what? That's the perfect time for him to turn on Ray, go back to Legado del Fantasma,
Mhm.
and you should have never tried to fix what wasn't broken.
And
It was
hopefully that's what
dope.
they
It was
do.
dope to bring LWO back. You could have done it with Garza and the Lotharios. You could have done it with them.
Honestly,
You
I
didn't
am
have to
not
do it
going to
with
lie to
Santos.
you. I really feel that LWO is like the worst thing that WWE even came up with. Anything from the Attitude Era should have stayed in the Attitude Era. If you was not
Exactly.
going to make the group meaningful or like somewhat relevant, then you should have kept that shit 20 years ago and not bring that shit on TV. If you doing this shit for Rey Mysterio's benefit, which I feel worked out to his benefit, not the group, because I still feel that the group is still trash
Mhm.
at the
Oh
end of the
yeah,
day.
hit roll without swerve. They hit
It's
roll without swerve. They lose Ray. It's hit roll
it's
without swerve.
it's not even that. It's whatever. You know what? Let's keep it real. WWE got history doing this shit. If it happens somewhere else and they get the rights to it, they wore the shit down, and it's fucking Kool-Aid with no sugar in it. You know what I mean? It's no flavor, no touch.
Kool-Aid without no sugar. Oh my god!
That's
So it might as well say I'm drinking Crystal Light.
it's the
Basically.
NWO. When they brought the NWO, everybody was happy. That shit was
No,
watered down.
listen, you sold some shirts for Backlash in Puerto Rico. Granted, you sold some shirts for WrestleMania with Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
You made your money. Pack it up. Let's
Pack
call it a
him
day.
up. Pack
Yeah.
pack him up. Exactly. Pack him up. So the man said that I like Santos Ray connection. It's a slow build. I can't exactly put my finger on it, but I see something.
You go turn on Ray.
Right,
Right.
exactly. Enforcer, did you have a rant?
Well, we kind of talked on it a little bit, but I go another direction with Tony Khan.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Khan, don't try to be an on-screen authority figure. Okay, that little skit you did with MJF, where you trying to scream and you trying to poke your chest up, we should have had that in real life last year, and we probably wouldn't be in this fucking mess at all. You would have put your chest out and took that damn muffin out, filled fucking damn mouth, and said, "Go to the shower." We wouldn't have had this fucking problem right now with him fucking in collision, calling out somebody that wouldn't let in the damn building in the first place. Now, granted, I'm going to say I'm still thinking they probably working us. Probably not. Who knows? This these days and age, you can't trust anything you see on social media. But don't come on here and try to sell something that we already know that you're not. You're not an authority figure. You're a fucking tool, and it's a damn shame. No, I mean it's a damn
I'm
shame.
sorry, bro.
I mean it's a damn shame though, because you again, like I said, you could have ended this shit. We couldn't even had no fucking media scrum. We couldn't have no fucking Elite against CM Punk. We could have not had all this. We could have had a boss that know that he's a fucking boss and not a fanboy or a fucking damn friend. You know, it's like being a parent. You can't be friends with your kids. And damn it, you can't be friends with your employees. You gotta put your fucking foot down.
But I know who's Tony Khan's best friend though, and that's Coke. It's that flower. It's that flower that he be sniffing every freaking week. For real.
Cowboy boots.
Yes, I'm trying to tell you, no mustard. Straight up.
And
No mustard.
what is Woody from Toy Story hat?
That's why I said cocaine cowboy. You got Vaseline all over yourself.
Cocaine cowboy. Exactly. I'm let me take over for a second. Okay. So my same rant is with Tony Khan, but a little bit more in detail. So last night I was inebriated. I was drunk out of my mind last night, and I was on TikTok. TikTok and podcasts is with me being drunk. It's not going to exactly work in my favor, but I was getting loud like a motherfucker. But it was really pissing me off the more and more I talked about it. So in the history of niggerdom, I've never seen someone book two major shows back to back. So like 1 week I have to pay $50. The next week I need to pay $50. That's like me watching an HBO special. One pay-per-view comes on this week and the next one comes on the following week. So I literally broke this shit down. Remember, they have to travel all the way to the UK, depending on like where they're at. And if the Young Bus is traveling from California to the UK, that's a long ass flight. That is a long ass flight, and I would not want to be them. And then they fail to understand that they have shows in between the pay-per-views. So then you have to take this show, that show, this show, that show. I don't think anything is live except for Dynamite. I think Dynamite is like probably the only tape show, if I'm not mistaken. Excuse me, the only live show.
I think Collision is live too.
Collision should not be live unless it's in the UK. That's what I was thinking, because I haven't seen them have any shows saying this is going to be in London, this is going to be in the UK.
Yeah, because no, I mean, bro, we have to deal with it. There's going to be injuries because every time we go in the pay-per-view, an AEW pay-per-view, someone gets seriously injured or damn near like can't immobilize, can't move or anything like that of the sort. And that's what I'm fearing. Then they go to the biggest pay-per-view of the summer, which is All Out, which is going to be in Chicago. And they didn't even build that shit up. They can't build that shit up because they're dealing with a pay-per-view that's like, listen, I'm confusing myself. Like, seriously. I'm confusing myself to the point where I need some Maxwell coffee or something like that. Maxwell Coffee House or something like that. Folgers and shit or something, Starbucks. Because this does not make any sense to me. And I'm going to tell you like this. If both pay-per-views are a flop, this is going to seriously hurt AEW in more ways than one. It's going to hurt them beyond recognition. And I'm telling you this right now, they better get their shit together. They have to have like some type of strategy because the next week or so is really going to determine how AEW future is going to be. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry, but CM Punk, people call him a draw. For me, he is not a draw to me. Not like what he used to be. Not like what he was like 10 years ago. CM Punk is he's an old shell of himself. No one wants to say that, but I will tell you that right now, especially after what I've been seeing. Ever since he's been back, he doesn't know if he wants to be a babyface, if he wants to be a tweener, he wants to be heel. However, he wants to go around having he wants to have PMS energy, going around and telling people who should be or should not be on Collision. Which I really feel like, I'm like, bro, who dick are you sucking like in the back? Like what type of oral sensations or sexual gratification that you are getting in the back that we don't know about? The only person that I can really look at is fucking Tony Khan. You know what I'm saying? What was that, Booger Sugar? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know? I mean,
this is $100 we're about to kick out.
Bro, nigga. I have my own fucking strategy. You want to know what I did? Then I'm taking my fat ass to my sister's house, and I'm going to eat barbecue over there. She's going to stream that shit, not me. Now the next week, I'm going to stream it. I'm going to stream it for for the Hill Nation, but I'm not doing no damn $50 back to back. You got me fucked up.
The crazy thing about Phil is this dude. Someone is like, you know how you deal with someone with an ego, and you gotta feed that ego. Well, someone's feeding him too damn much. They gotta put him on a fucking ego diet because this well, he think he owns Collision, or someone told him he got that power to tell people they can't come here, and then like you said, he gotta be doing something because he don't know if he's a heel, he don't know if he's a face, he don't know what he is. He waiting for people to. Come out. He want that John Cena treatment. You know what I mean? When half the people cheer for him, half the people don't, and shit like that.
Stop it.
I'm dead ass. So
he's become what he
no, I'm being dead ass too. I mean, dude, bro, like everybody cannot be John Cena. Everybody can be boring like John Cena, but like that shit is like so fucking old. I never understood that shit.
But see, that's the thing. Like we gotta go back. I hate to go back to it, but it's kind of true. You gotta go back to that little pipe bomb that everybody want to bring up, where he is mad that he's the champion, but no one cares,
and they still don't give a fuck.
So now he's in a place where he feels that he got enough freedom that he don't have nobody passing him scripts and all that stuff, and he think he can do whatever the fuck he want.
Because the simple fact that CM Punk, if he knows he can punk the shit out of you, he's going to do it. He's a pussy ass motherfucker at the end of the day. And I said what I said.
People, this is the same man that lost in 26 seconds. Don't be scared of him. Don't be scared of him.
He a punk.
Okay?
He a punk. Exactly his name. He's a punk.
He bitch ass punk. I mean, come on. Like
bitch ass, moist, pussy ass punk. That's what he is.
And the crazy thing is, this is 2-year anniversary of him coming back.
I said this earlier in the week. You know, if I'm the EVPs, you know who I book? Who was it that whipped his ass in 26 seconds?
Don't matter.
Book him. Book him.
Or just don't even book him. Just invite him to the show. Walk
Mm,
around, shake hands. Show your presence.
Why not? Right.
exactly.
Because
But yeah,
honestly, I
go
think
ahead.
really the only thing that's gonna stop him is somebody chin checks him.
It's a couple people. It's a couple people back there that can do it.
Yes, but the question is, are they man enough to actually do it? And I don't believe they are. Just I don't.
I'll put it to you like this: Hey, Arn, it's time to bring your Glock out.
Okay, for real.
It's
Bring
time to
the
bring your
fucking
Glock
Glock out, for real. So everybody, let's get into WWE. Our first segment of the evening, WWE stories and reviews. So let's start with Raw this week. I'm trying to get this shit out. Okay, there we go. All right, so tell me what's good with Raw this week. What did you got? What did you guys like, dislike, or the good shit?
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Absolutely.
Shinsuke Nakamura is finally remember who the fuck he is, and I like it. It's not he, and this is the thing. He didn't do not one low blow. He kicked you in the face. he needs you in the face.
I
He no low.
mean,
There's no low blow, and then now we got a mystery of a story because he whispered something to Seth's ear, and Seth looked confused. There was no laugh. There was no waiting for the song. None of that. He looked confused, and then he got a knee to his mouth. So Shinsuke Nakamura was an interesting part of Raw to me this week.
mm. So I did not watch Raw. Of course not. Of course not. I didn't really. It's just I don't know.
You got to go to work the next day. That's all.
No, not at all. Like shit on Mondays. What? Yeah, I mean I do have to do like 9 hours or whatever on that Tuesday.
I'm just
But
helping out.
no,
Ziggy,
my
Ziggy, I got something for you, Ziggy. I got something for you, Ziggy.
Uh-oh.
I got something for you. No, because he just put up a quote that I'm pretty sure Chris will get to it when he puts the quotes on the chats on screen. But he's right. No. There's one after that one with Seth Rollins. Yeah. Slowly but surely, that World Heavyweight Championship means less and less.
It means less.
so so once again,
I like
are we
that.
talking about like okay? So with that being
It's
said,
not in comparison to Roman. This has nothing to
so
do with
once
Roman.
again, so that this is my point that I've been making for the last 2 years. Roman being champion is going to have long-term consequences moving forward. Now, everybody, once again, y'all can sit up here, y'all can throw up them signs and ones and shit, and but at the same time, the man that is world champion don't like what's the name just said. They don't take him seriously. They don't take him seriously as a world champion like they do with Roman Reigns. And this is what happens when long-term booking and you focus on one person and you're not going from, from container to container, fill up this container, fill up this container, fill up this container. Make sure everybody is drinking, everybody is eating, everybody is good to go. Everybody's hydrated. But the WWE does not do that. And this is the issue that we keep running into. I really feel like, honestly, I think Seth Rollins is a great champion. I really feel that way.
He's a workhorse, and I definitely gonna say that.
Absolutely.
He got this ego that we all dealt with our wrestling fandom. We dealt with people like him, the Shawn Michaels, the Triple H's, the hell, dare I say, Stone Colds. But the problem is, they made a belt. They had to make a belt for you to shut you up, and it still didn't do nothing. Like he's still going on radios, and he got and Roman is rent free in his head,
in his brain,
right? But what he need to understand is this, dude. You had for this past year, yeah, he do
petty as fuck, petty.
He need to understand. He need to understand
why
this.
Ziggy's the GOAT.
Yes.
No,
he's shady.
He's shady as fuck. You can't call yourself a babyface and you up to making shady statements like that.
Shady face.
No,
we all know somebody grandma had them curtains that Seth Rollins was wearing on this one.
Eric Badu making shit.
Wow.
but the thing with Seth is Seth, dude, you don't know when you over. It seems like you don't know this. Unless we gotta remind you, you had 80,000 people humming your song, and your shit was not even the main event. They had your song for 10 to 15
10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, yeah.
Right.
I mean, we know that he's over.
Dude,
We know that. But I mean, bro, like when you're giving the same motherfucking energy, I'm sorry, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns should be in reverse. I think Seth needs to be the top guy because I'm sorry, there is nothing remotely interesting about Roman Reigns. That stupid ass laugh, like that this shit is stupid as fuck. And then he going around talking about acknowledge what? Acknowledge the fact that it took you like fucking 10 years to get over. But I digress. Whatever.
But this the problem with Seth Rollins being the man. Every time he's the man, something happens. When he was the man, when he was the first time, when he had the heist of the century, everybody said his title reign was boring. He like he's doing this security. He can't win by himself, but not knowing that he's a heel. What heel went straight up? Come on, people, y'all wrestling fans for a long time.
But then at the same time, though, I would say over time, Seth Rollins, his whole gimmick has evolved. Listen. You can ask Ziggy. You can ask Ziggy in the comments. I did not like Seth Rollins. I thought Seth Rollins was so fucking boring because like there was nothing different about Seth Rollins. It was just like, you know, he come out there talking about like I'm the architect and I'm this, I'm that, build, rebuild, tear down, or some shit he was like saying back then. But you know what I'm saying? Like it took time for me to like really warm up to Seth. I think he's like one of the best in the business right now.
Right. Remember he's a guy from the Indies. So when you in the Indies, all you worry about is wrestling. So when you come to WWE, they don't. All right, we know you can wrestle. Can you do character work? Can you be a character? Like you just said, when he started and he was with the Shield, but when he started saying I'm the architect and all this stuff, I made the Shield. Okay, he got there. He hurt his knee. He came back. I had to rebuild, redesign, all that stuff. He turned face. My thing is this: when he first came back, that's when they should have turned face. Do you remember that reaction when he came out and pedigree Roman after the match between AJ Styles? He was already over right there, but they waited and delayed the shit. Then he got fucking that baby face. I hate when they turn baby face. You got to kiss the babies and say hi to the children and all that stuff. You got to change the moment.
I don't kiss kids.
But when he turned heel, and I got to thank the pandemic for this too. You know, he was on his way to it. The Messiah thing,
man,
he was going with the Messiah.
That was the start.
And then he started saying, you know, after Becky had the baby, he came back and said, I'm all about this drip and the laugh. And he started becoming the Joker character. It got better and better in the music. Now
Joker Seth gave me life.
Right. So he learned how to be a character. He found his niche. When he got the drip character and the Joker character. Then he got the right theme song. Remember, the theme song changed and went back to the original. Burn it down, and now he's like, let's have some harmony with it.
And I play that shit every time I'm cleaning up my house. Whoa!
I guarantee you, Chris probably stop what he doing and do the pose.
I was like, dun, 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 dun. I'm telling you, I mean, man, listen, I'll be at work. I'll be doing my emails and just like listen to Seth Rollins music. I want to do it too damn loud because, like, you know, my coworkers is sitting next to me and shit. You know, and they old as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Talking, God, Chris, you nigger, get sad. Like, you know, for real. But, no, they're not racist like that. No, I'm sorry. No, no.
But see what happens?
Listen, what you need is a white chair on deck. You need to have a white chair on deck.
Oh, shit.
Shut up.
That's a dangerous weapon now.
You know what? You know what? We are not going to sit here. We're going to talk about chairs right now. We are not. Like I stated, we are not going to be talking about white chairs on this podcast. We do not condone violence towards white people. We don't, even though sometimes they... Never mind. Okay, anyway, continue.
Okay, I gotta follow that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but look what Seth did to our founder here, our co-host. He won them over with character work. So
He
now you got the
did.
character work,
Mm-hmm.
you got the wrestling ability. Why are you worried about somebody else? Don't worry
Do
about
what you
them.
do. Do what
You
you
go,
do.
dude. It's plenty of wrestlers out here that are the number one person in their company and don't have to have the goddamn title to prove it. You know,
That is very true. But so, can you name some people?
in New Japan, Naito, and in AEW,
I think he's
Orange
born as
Cassidy.
fuck. I think he's born as fuck.
He born.
Naito or the John Cena version or some shit.
No, ain't no
That's
John Cena
Tanahashi.
version.
That's Tanahashi.
That's Tanahashi.
Oh yeah, he's born. Stay the fuck
Yeah,
away from me. I don't want him
yeah.
ever coming back to another forbidden
Forbidden
door.
door,
No,
yeah.
Keep that door closed. Stay over there. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Naito from New
This guy with
Japan,
the eye, yeah.
Oh, the eyeball.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
you got to me either Orange Cassidy, he got a belt, but he's pretty much over it. Everybody think he's gonna go up.
But I've been trying to tell people about Orange Cassidy.
Hey, you preach to the choir because goddamn, I know.
All right.
I kind of don't want to see him lose now. I
Right.
really don't.
Like,
I want to see right. That's what I'm saying. Like, he is interesting. He's interesting to watch. And then the crazy thing is, like, he has an arsenal that like keeps me engaged. Versus Roman. Roman doesn't keep me engaged. The only thing he does is sit there and toss down to you for 45 minutes, and people think that shit is cute. People get wet, get moist, get, you know what I'm saying? Talking, oh my god, I love Roman. You know, it's just, it's kind of almost damn near just odd. It's really odd to me.
I tell everybody this, man. You got to think. You really still, even though it was a bad time in this country, in this world, the pandemic, but damn it, we had some character developments. Roman's one of them, because that big dog was kind of.
It was trash. It was yes. It was
good word.
Yes.
Good word.
Yes.
It was hefty. But
yes.
But the fans that was booing him now love the tribal chief character. Just like you said with Seth. We was not getting that architected feeling, blah blah blah. But we came on the Messiah, and then he came Joker Seth and all this stuff. Character development, even though it took goddamn for a lifetime, but we're here. So,
I mean, like I said, man, like we all saw that Royal Rumble when The Rock had to come out and try to save him, and that didn't work. So that
and this is what happens when WWE tried to use legends to get talent over, and sometimes it doesn't work in their favor. That's a very good point that you just brought up.
That's fucked up because the year before y'all wanted Roman to win the Royal Rumble. So then
that's before he broke his balls. When he broke his balls, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry. Sorry. No, that was a year I wanted him to win. Like, I was really wanting Roman to win, but then, Skinny Jeans, aka Bautista, won that shit, and as you can see, it didn't work out in his favor, as you can see.
The worst thing Roman could have done in that Royal Rumble with The Rock was throw Daniel Bryan out.
Right.
But he didn't.
That was the worst thing he could have done.
But as long as he didn't though. But the thing was, think about it, the year before, Daniel Bryan was not even in the Royal Rumble.
Right.
And then this year, Bray Wyatt threw his ass out in 10 minutes. And then after that, it went downhill. Everybody that came out, even Rey Mysterio at the time, got booed.
It was brutal. It was brutal. It was bad.
So what else on we can just kind of go back and forth and talk about Raw, SmackDown, since this is a WWE segment, so we can just talk about it all. Edge. Edge retired, quote this week. His match against Sheamus, I'm sorry, I was just bored out of my mind. I didn't care for it. I know you said earlier, Enforcer, that it was a good match. For me, I was waiting for me to turn off the fucking TV. Like, I was just like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Question: was it the show that made you just tired you out? Because that was the last match, and the show itself was.
That's what
that's how I know better not to watch SmackDown. I know better, but these people want to watch SmackDown because they feel that they're obligated to the WWE. I'm not obligated to shit. You know what I'm saying? If I know that the shit is going to be boring, and if the bloodline is not there, what's the whole point of me watching? That's why the WWE has brainwashed all of us to say that everybody is fucking irrelevant on SmackDown. The only thing that you need to pay attention to is to the bloodline. And then Paul Heyman made it known that one of the Usos is supposed to be coming back. And I think it was Jay, not Jimmy.
No, he said Jimmy.
It's Jimmy.
He said Jimmy?
Yes, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Okay.
They really trying to milk this Jay quit WWE thing. So if you go into Tamina's Instagram, she actually wiped Jay's face family picture.
They were like at a
And
wedding
so,
or something, and
that was funny. Yeah,
So I hope that she doesn't come into the storyline crip walking with broken knees.
No, I hope the rumor of her saying that she want to come back ain't true.
How is she gonna come back and she barely can walk?
Anything with the bloodline, if it's not Rikishi, it makes no sense. It means nothing. It means nothing.
He's actually messed it up. If they did have a plan for him to come on Payback, he fucked that shit up. He fucked that up.
He really did.
So Kevin Grady asked a really good question, and we really gonna have to kind of talk about this real quick because this has been known that WWE be pumping in edit sounds and shit, especially during the pandemic. He said, so do you think with LA Knight the WWE is pumping in crowd noises for him, or is the actual crowd being hyped for him? So I will say this. I'm not the biggest LA Knight fan, but that shit really gets over it. It pops. We was doing that shit, bro. You better tell them.
Hey, it's a photo op. If you in our Facebook, and we had a group photo of all the podcasters in the ring. This fool, where my point? This fool started. He gonna say,
I did.
And the whole fucking area, not just the ring, outside the ring. Yeah.
He
was doing that shit for
bro. I am not gonna lie. Like ever since after that experience, I see why wrestlers get that rush. Cause like when we were going in the ring, I felt like a superstar almost. Like, you know what I'm saying, going in and like saying, everybody like cheering, you know what I'm saying? Like, chanting, after me and shit. Like, dude, it was dope. Like, I really enjoyed it.
We had our belts like we was about to have a wrestling match in that damn ring. We was in the ring, had the belt, and we was going crazy. But I don't think it's piped because he was doing that for years.
If it is piped, whoever's hitting that button is on point,
right?
Because put it this way, I've never seen nowadays these crowds are ready to jump on you if you fuck up a promo. You fuck up a promo, these crowds will bury you.
Bury you like a motherfucker.
He's messed up too. He messed up one with the Miz and he messed up Friday.
But
both times they could care less. They were ready. So I mean, if the man is over and he doesn't need a belt, he does not need a belt.
I mean, but I think
it'd be nice to throw him in the picture. It'd be nice to throw him in the picture.
I think it's nice to throw him in the picture, but I think it'll help out the U.S. title because that shit it was on fire at the beginning of last year or this year. This year it was on fire, and then Theory and either they fucked up on Theory or Theory just that damn boring. He had the opportunity.
Theory is boring as shit.
Okay. So what if he's the man to beat Roman?
Who?
Excuse me?
Yeah, right.
No.
I ain't see that belt.
Yeah.
No.
Dummy. Yeah.
No. What? Hey, wait. You said LA Knight?
Right. Why not?
Nigga, what?
Why? He's over.
Over with who?
With the crowd.
I mean, he's over with a catchphrase.
Up. Tell me why not. Tell me why.
I mean, because like I don't.
What makes it so bad?
No, it doesn't make it. It's just. I guess it's just the booking. It's just not there.
It would not make sense.
Right.
It would not make sense.
It wouldn't make sense because like literally he'll be just coming out of nowhere and talk about, hey, I won the title. And then Roman would look at him and talk about, nigga, who the fuck are you?
He'll be He'll be Jack Swagger. Remember when he won the title?
Oh, like the 15 minutes, and then
Mm. I mean, and then like as soon as he won that title, he had a concussion. And
okay, so maybe the drop off isn't that dramatic where it drops off all of a sudden, and it just
mm,
gradually goes down. Pause.
That happens with a lot of
Sure.
that happens with a lot of champions though. Like this, the rise
Wow.
to get the belt is better than the title
Listen,
reign itself.
the good past that Cody Rhodes could win the belt right now, and that thing is gonna drop.
Because he ended racism.
No, because he gives a sermon every Monday.
Oh, once again, because he ended racism and he told Rosa Parks to sit her ass down in that seat.
Yeah, praise Jesus. Praise Jesus. We
Amen.
don't have to go. We don't have to go to church. We go
Praise.
Monday Night Raw.
Right. I get it.
Monday Night Baptist Church. We can just get it going.
I get it. I do. I get it.
It's a good damn sermon too. It brings a crocodile tear to my eyes sometimes.
It doesn't. It doesn't do it for me because I know when you trying to sell me some shit, and I'm sorry, telemarketer, I don't want your shit today.
I'm just saying, why not LA Knight? That's all I'm saying. At this point, you already dropped the ball with Cody. You dropped the ball with Jay. Jimmy ain't going nowhere near that belt. If it ain't Lashley, why not LA Knight?
Speaking of Lashley, that's going to segue into the Street Profits.
That's what I do.
Yes. Thank you. I do.
Him up there, you knock him out the park.
I appreciate it, just like dominoes. All right, so, so the Street Profits. I was hell bent on thinking that the Street Profits turned heel. Remember when I talked about this about maybe about 2 weeks ago, whatever, when we were saying that, when I was saying that the Street Profits is giving me New Day 2015, like, I don't know what to do with you type of energy. Like, New Day was supposed to be the new Nation of Domination, coming out there looking like a bunch of folks on a basketball court and, being the Illuminati or being the Black Panthers or some type of shit. So we got all of this energy, even though they didn't do anything, they just had some mean looks and talk about like, I'm tired of being humble. I'm tired of being humble type of shit. And then the next thing I know, I see Xavier Woods doing a sermon and singing, and Big E is being a preacher, and I'm trying to figure out like why. That's why I see in the Street Profits. Street Profits came out there looking like mint chocolate frosting, which I do not like. Mint chocolate frosting is like tasting fucking toothpaste. And that energy that they gave me, I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this? Like, what is this? Like, you coming out there, bro, green and red do not go together. The only time that shit go together is on the Joker's fucking outfit. Okay?
I wanted to go out there and slap that red cup out of his hand, boy. So mad.
I was very upset, bro. I was really upset.
I was gonna say this: if this is a hill turn, y'all are really gonna move. Y'all moving too damn slow. Like, if you remember when I hate to bring him up, but it's kind of like the same thing. You remember when Roman came back and they still had the damn Shield music on him, and it was like 2 or 3 damn months to get the damn new song.
They did.
Please tell me that's what y'all doing. If it is, you need to move a little faster.
Bro was still there, right? He was still. Nigga, are you making cake batter? What's going on?
Listen, you know how when you first heard Bobby Lashley's new music, when that hit, you were like, okay, this is a shit. Badass. This is a legitimate badass coming to the ring.
Right.
He's gonna whip some ass. You have these gentlemen in suits. You got them dressed to the nines, and they come out looking like a joke. Why?
And the thing is, their wrestling. Their wrestling is not. That's not the problem.
They got a new finisher.
I like the
finisher. It's
called up the smoke.
Up the smoke, but aren't you going down like with the? Okay, whatever. Okay, all right.
But you're gonna be a heel. God damn it! Stop smiling. Stop doing the fucking same shit.
Montez does not want to be a heel.
Well,
I see that now. Bro.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, you're gonna have to you gonna have to kick him out then. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna have to go. If
You
he,
gonna have
if
to,
he
if you
doesn't
don't
want to do business, he's gonna. Will you do
if he
business
don't
for
Yeah,
him?
you gotta go.
how y'all say it? Pack it up.
Pack him up. Right, pack him up. Pack him up.
Bobby, you got two other dudes that willing to be heels, and they will know they role this time. Pick either Cedric or Shelton and just move on.
No.
No. I gotta say this. Pick one of them so they can be the fall guy because y'all still think Montez is gonna be the next one, right? Y'all still think y'all gonna try to set him up for
I don't know.
success.
I don't know why, but I want Trick Williams in that group. I see him.
I'll fuck with Trick Williams.
I see him as a heel big time.
But
see him as a heel big time.
This is why I love the guys at NXT. This is why I love the guys at NXT. They know they're not ready. Don't call them up until they feel like they're ready. They express themselves, or that's Sean telling them to express themselves because they said, "Don't you call me up there? Don't you do it? Don't you do it?"
We need this. We need this.
I'm pretty sure Bianca will slap the daylights out of Montez if he don't wake up and see this money.
No.
There's money to be made.
Montez don't have a problem with that. It's Dawkins.
Turning heel?
Yeah, Montez don't have a problem with that. It's Dawkins that got a problem with it.
Really?
It's Montez would turn heel in the quick. Do you remember? They started as heels. When he earth slammed somebody, a powerbomb them, and then it broke in half. He would do it. It's Dawkins that don't want to be heel.
Why not?
He want to be the gentle teddy bear.
I'm sorry, but you like, bro, we can't do that. Like, you can't be the fucking teddy bear. I'm sorry.
You fucking up the bag. You fucking up the bag, bro.
Right. You fucking up the bag just because you want to be a teddy bear. If you want to be a teddy bear for a bitch. Don't do that. We're not doing that. This is not Valentine's Day. I'm for this is not. Okay.
D'Lo 2.0.
Wow. Very much so. He does. He reminds me of a fat version of D'Lo Brown. He does.
Is that light skin shade? Wow.
D'Lo was a fat version of D'Lo.
I mean, he was you get what I mean. He was never skinny. But anyway. Okay, so anything else in the WWE you guys want to talk about?
We rarely talk about it, but I am gonna give credit to Carmelo Hayes and Wesley's segment on NXT. It was fire.
Again, man. No.
Yes, I need, and I should have brought up that graphic. I'm sorry for So at Heatwave, these two are supposed to be they're supposed to be competing for the NXT World Heavyweight Championship
this week.
So, is it this week?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I will be paying attention to it on Tuesday because both of them some fine ass niggas. I am not gonna lie with something. Yeah. But anyway, sorry for my moistness. I'm sorry. A lot of moisture going on. So Kevin, you are so obsessed with this shit. Kevin asks, who is going to get fired? Or who do we think is going to get fired? Well, Lacey Evans. I forgot to talk about that bitch.
Ooh,
yes. So here's the thing with me, the Donald Trump supporter, you know what I'm saying, that came from the army, military, whatever. Okay, number one, I do not know where this at first I did like her to a certain degree. Like for me, and I couldn't say this on TikTok, but now I can say it on here. She reminds me of somebody from Pornhub. Okay. Like she reminds me of a white woman that just loves to be on black 4K type of shit. And it's funny because she's actually making her OnlyFans page, which you already know she's about to get down on her knees, about to suck some dick. You know that. Don't interrupt me again. Okay, so
man.
Anyway,
Father God is her first thing to do with a black
I'm sorry.
Because Chris is gonna
Chris,
shit.
no.
If her first team is with a black dude, Chris is gonna shit. I'm telling you right now. Please God, if you can make that happen. I don't have too much. Please.
You know,
I
Chris, boy, that happens.
Man,
listen, there's a lot of shit that I've been trying to get off my chest for like the longest, but I feel constipated. So that's why like everything is flowing out like a fucking river. It feels like the Mississippi River right now, going into the Delta. You share me? You know, so all I'm saying is the bitch deserved to get fired, and I'm glad that she got fired. Now, Sergeant Slaughter, as you can see, no one's talking about him. He's awfully quiet because he's happy. I don't know why the fuck is he happy, because like number one, you wasn't even in the army to begin with. Why the fuck are you bitching about somebody that was in the military? I'm like, bro, your gimmick was like being somebody that supposedly hold on. You were sympathizing with the fucking enemy. The fuck? Like, I mean, like, bro, that's why Hulk Hogan had to get on your ass. That's why you lost the fucking title in like 5 seconds.
Well, before that, he was the good old G.I. Joe guy.
And then he was a sympathizer, so you were a traitor. So how the fuck? What?
There you go. That's the word we're looking for. Traitor.
Traitor. Yes. Treason. Type of shit.
Let me say something.
I'm mad.
A lot of y'all that says that WWE mishandled her.
they gave her how many coats of paint?
multiple times.
Listen.
And she got title matches when she first got up.
Listen, she was in the storyline with Ric Flair. Ric Flair said this bitch said that I was pregnant by Ric Flair. No. Like
we all know how Vince feels about blondes. She fit.
Obviously.
She fit the bill. She got multiple storylines. She is up there with Charlotte Flair as many chances as she's got. And did nothing. So
they even they had her heel. They turned her face during the pandemic.
We wish her the best on future endeavors.
Very much so.
I hope her jaw is okay.
What do you mean by that?
She gonna suck a lot of dick. She's got some money.
Wow. So I'm thinking like, and y'all talking about me being slutty. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. And this man up there talking about, oh, well, I hope her jaw is okay. Going around this.
Do your jaw exercises.
All I'm saying is when you take 11 inches or whatever, just make sure that you breathe.
Welcome to Hills for Life podcast.
Make sure, bitch, you breathe. Okay? Like you breathe the exercise. You know, because that's a lot of dick that you take.
If this is your first episode, welcome. Welcome to the fold.
I'm just saying. Like, I know I'm a bad influence. I get it. But, like, once again, this is the shit she gonna be doing. Like, what are the reason why would she be making for a fans-only page? What, to be talking about saluting the flag? She's saluting some dirt. Some dirt! That's what she's doing. But anyway, we're going to digress and we're going to move on to, well, first of all, before we move on, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. What's going on, Wrestling True Believers? It's a great day in St. Louis. Hopefully you are enjoying this week's episode. Remember to subscribe, share, like, comment. Doesn't matter what weekly show we are on, or doesn't matter what platform we're on. Your contributions does wonders for our numbers. We cannot stress enough that we appreciate you. We love you so much for that. Also, if you want to send us some hate mail, if you want to send us some like mail, if you want to send us a suggestion, you can do that by emailing us at Heels for Life Wrestling Podcast @gmail.com. And also, if you want to check out our merch store, you can do that at www.heelsforlife.com. And now, back to the show. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Christopher, for that. Okay, so now that we are back, we're going to talk about the segment 2. AEW stories. And please refrain from talking about AEW All In, because we're going to be talking about that in the next one. All right. So, yeah, gentlemen, where do you want to start?
Stadium Stampede, where it came from.
So, That originally came from. Well, shit, I don't really know the backstory behind it. I mean, are we talking about AEW version, or are we talking about just overall?
I guess AEW is the only one that does it.
Was
So,
that a Jericho thing? That was a Jericho thing, wasn't it?
I well, I
Because
guess
he was.
so.
It was
it
the
it
inner
was
circle. It was the inner circle versus the elite.
yeah.
I think in the
Yes,
first
and
one.
that was that Double or Nothing. Yeah.
If you remember, the original plan was Blood and Guts. The pandemic came up, so they had to come up with some kind of idea for the inner circle to versus the elite to close out the rivalry. Stadium Stampede, and I think they only did 2 of them. So
Yeah, so I do not know why the fuck they are like doing it in a big ass arena like Wembley Stadium. I don't get it. Once again, someone get injured, I'm gonna say, "I told you so." You know,
I'm gonna hope. I'm gonna go ahead and say this, but I hope that they're not doing this live and this is a cinematic match
I'm more
because
than likely they're probably gonna do it live. Yeah, I mean not live, but they'll.
those crowds out there are hardcore.
Yes.
Those,
UK fans would think they part of the match, and they will.
right, and they will. Yeah, it's gonna be rough out there. They
But
go
my
into
thing
the
is,
crowd. They go into
well,
the wrong side of the arena.
my thing is this though. Now this is as the most they're gonna have in a Stadium Stampede. They're gonna have 12 people, and we don't even know the other 3. We know it's the Blackpool Combat Club, but who's the
So
3?
I heard it was Pride and Powerful.
Listen, bro, you want you?
Hefe, should I go or you should go?
Yeah,
Because
that's what I heard.
this is a sensitive subject to me because I was already mad at AEW when they first had them and they didn't do shit with them. Instead of
Right.
having them
You
being
had them in the circle. All of a sudden, Ortiz thinks he's Richard Pryor and he wants to be funny man. Okay.
Ah!
Santana decides to pull away, and I thought for like a good 10
Pause.
seconds he was gonna. I thought for a good 10 seconds he was gonna get a solo run. For a minute there, I was convinced, maybe Santana gets his new solo run, then he gets hurt. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna beat this down. Pause for the
Pause. Yes.
I see it.
There would be no beating down right now. No. We need.
I told you guys.
Females need their walls. Okay. Females need their walls. Leave them alone.
I'm going to call her.
Thank you.
Yeah, I said this about the Hurt Business. And I'm going to say it again. Anything less than dominance, I don't want it. They should be up. They should be going up against FTR straight off the bat. They've earned it.
Mm-hmm.
Anything less than a title run, I don't want it.
And bro, there's a story right there for you because you remember that's when a piece of Dak's arm got cut. It was against Power and Powerful. That shit. I mean, you got the story right there. But Chris, you don't mind? I owe you 10 cents. I digress.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Ching.
And
even then, we're still missing one, right?
Yep.
And who can?
So who will be that third? So who will be that third person? So you got Pride and Powerful, and then who else?
You gotta get somebody from either the UK or since we're going Pride and Powerful, how about we just go for the clean sweep? Homicide.
Ooh, you don't want
Homicide,
that in the stadium,
like, and everybody. That's all the people that Eddie Kingston was close to. He turned his back on them, or he's, his mental health told him to go away, get away from him. So it might make sense, but I thought this is my idea. I was gonna say the House of Black. The reason I said that because someone made a fan, a fan art poster, and the name sound cool. It said House of Blackpool Combat Club. I was like, oh, that would be dope. But then again, you're trying to pack up something that don't need to be packed up, So, and then you try and force another storyline. It's like too much going on there.
I mean, it's already too much going on with AEW and their pay-per-views. I mean, this is, that's the last thing that they're trying to do. Now, speaking of FTR, matter of fact, I think this was 2 days ago, if I'm not mistaken, Cash Wheeler was arrested for aggravated assault and firearm charges. So, from my understanding, this happened a long time ago. I think this happened back in like July or something like that.
Mhm.
And apparently, this was while he was in traffic. I guess the driver, the victim or whatever, was going a little bit too slow, and Cash was trying to get him to speed the fuck up. So I guess there was some words that were exchanged, and this man flashed his gun. Remind you, in Florida, I guess they have an open like gun rule. Like I don't know, they're
You can have it
Stand
out.
your, stand
You
your
can have it
ground.
out.
Pause.
Yeah.
stand your ground. Yeah.
Not even that. You can have it out as long as it's in his holster.
Does it
But-
apply to when you shooting black people or like what's going on?
That part I do not know since I don't live down there.
Oh, okay, because that did happen to
A young
Yeah.
gentleman by the name of Trayvon
Right.
Martin.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. But damn, another 10 cent. I digress.
Thank you. Ching ching. Right. So he did go to court. So let me just bring this up. So he did go to court. The good news is that more than likely he's going to go. I think at like a 5-year probation or something. He's gonna go on. Yeah. He's currently he's out on bail. I did not watch Collision. I from my understanding, FTR was they were advertised to speak, but I guess due to the circumstances with Wheeler, they decided not to do it. So like they were advertised, but they went ahead and not put them on TV because I believe because of that incident. But yeah, from my understanding, they still supposed to go to Wembley Stadium to face the Young Bucks or whatever. So that's actually good news because if that was not going to happen, that would have been an absolute disaster. So
Yeah.
Very much so.
But usually that's what's the crazy part about it. When you on probation, you supposed not leave the country.
right.
So they lucked out because I think this was his first offense anyway. So it's not like he got a bad criminal record. So and they go know where he at because Tony Khan gonna make sure they know where he at. We gonna put you on TV as much times as we can so they know where you at.
Mm-hmm.
And let's go start Wednesday when they do the face to face interview segment. So but yeah, he just got probation, 5 years. They didn't take his passport. He don't have no jail time. And he had to hand his weapon. He had to hand his weapon in.
Yeah, I was like asking myself like, damn, I mean, nigga, how many weapons you got? So, but no, we're gonna follow this story, and then like any breaking news, we'll probably pop in on TikTok, and we'll let you guys know. In other news, Orange Cassidy, his rank has been pretty solid. A lot of people are really, I guess they're kind of mixed with Orange Cassidy because, like, once again, he's an unlikely Roman Reigns in AEW right now. Like the international championship is literally, truly the mid-card belt.
Yeah,
it has literally replaced the TNT championship, like literally.
Big time.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like the most important belt right now in AEW. The TNT championship is literally a joke.
It's fucked up because there's only been 2 people that had that belt, Pac and him.
Yep.
And he's been kicking ass. I mean, it was a time that we thought he should have lost it. Let's keep it real. Swerve.
Yeah, absolutely.
Swerve, hell, Wheeler Yuta, Daniel Garcia. But the dude is producing what you want out your mid-card title. Like
very much so.
As much as we celebrate Gunther, we should celebrate Orange
I
Cassidy.
was just about to ask you that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like keep that same energy. You know what I'm saying? If you like Gunther, then you should have the same energy for Orange. And if you don't have that same energy, you need to go and suck a dick and choke on it and die.
Jeez,
I really do feel that way because, like, number one, you fans are just bipolar as fuck, and this tribalism shit really needs to stop. If you sit here and you talk about that you are like a wrestling fan, then you need to call it the way it is. Like this man has been killing it for the past 6 months. Gunther been killing it for the last year, and both of them are great mid Carter champions. So you can't say, "Oh, one is better than the other." Like that's bullshit. You
And
know what I'm saying?
not only that, they like let's put the difference here. The international title only been around for a year. The Intercontinental title
That's
been
true.
over what 40, 50 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Mm-hmm.
fact that this title that just got created is equal to the Intercontinental title in another company.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
With a
Not,
lineage that's
right,
crazy.
well, it is that and you know how I feel about that belt.
Mm-hmm.
It's equal to it, and it's not that old.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think people need to just like put some goddamn respect on it.
Please.
And on Orange Cassidy, because Orange Cassidy is a tremendous fucking wrestler.
And I've been trying to tell bro, like once again, when I first seen him 4 years ago at Revolution, the pop for him was super dope. And I was just sold on him. I said, dude, he is a really great talent.
Chris, was
Like
that your
really,
first time seeing him?
yes.
So
In Chicago.
there it is. Like honestly, like motherfuckers don't know. Before then, he was doing this in Indy.
Yeah.
So
Bro.
I had to look it up. I had to look it up. I had to look up the
right,
Yeah,
crucible.
like I
I
mean
had to
like
look up
this
all of that.
bro,
right.
like they talk about, oh, he's so weird. He's so weird because, yeah, I mean, he's supposed to be fucking weird. That's his gimmick. He's not supposed to be your average wrestler. He's
Right.
a wrestler that throws you off guard. We don't
This
have a
is
lot of wrestlers that's like that, and he is so good at what he does. Not a lot of people can develop a craft like Orange Cassidy, but the problem is with today's fans, like they don't appreciate shit like that. They want it to be, cookie cutter. It has to be, status quo. You know what I'm saying? It got to be Roman Reigns. If this is not Roman Reigns, then I'm not going to like it. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
that's the bad thing about it. Like y'all we preach that we want something different.
Mm-hmm.
Orange Cassidy's different. He's not rah Cisco Bar baby face, but
You
he's a
know what? He is. Yeah.
smooth, cool ass dude that you probably somebody you know in your life that's a freaking damn. I hate to say it, but a lacker, a slacker, one of those laid back, don't worry about a thing. Like, at least I woke up today, that kind of dude. But
Mm-hmm.
when that bell go ding ding, he goes.
Ding, ding. Right.
He
Mm-hmm.
goes. I give
Man, he
give
always.
that
And
man
you
his
know what's
respect.
funny? He always manages to throw in a new move every week. Something that you don't see before. He keeps everything fresh because you see him every week, and every week he's putting on a 5-star banger.
Mm-hmm.
I actually, when you guys bring up Gunther, I had a question for y'all. Who loses that belt first, Orange or Gunther?
I think Gunther is going to probably lose it. And I think it's going to be after he breaks Honky Talk's
Mhm.
record. Once he breaks that record, I think he's going to lose it to Chad Gable,
I
like in the second round. Mm-hmm.
I would say that's a straight up WWE thing. Like every time a record comes up, they gotta lose it right after they break the record.
Exactly.
Right.
With the
It's
exception of
stupid. It's
with
stupid
the
as
exception of the
fuck.
Usos for some reason. They wait to WrestleMania, but you know, it
And
seems like
Bianca
every time.
Belair.
Yeah, right. That's just after you break after you break a record, you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna
You
lose it as
drop
soon
it.
as so
You
yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
can't
think
be waiting for Roman to break Bruno San Martino.
I'm not waiting for that.
No,
That's
I'm
not
I'm not about that life.
No,
No.
yeah.
no. I like Roman, but I'll be damned.
Mm-mm. So let's move on to. I don't know if you guys really want to talk about this. But I didn't really watch Dynamite like that. Like we don't need to like really talk about it. If you guys want to talk about it, especially the saying the folks in the comments, you guys can talk about it. Like I don't. Yeah.
I
Though,
want to know what's going on with the Acclaim. I want to know if one of them is hurt. I want to know why they're not on TV.
I think they're trying to work the story now. At first, I was like, okay, Billy he's really done, but
Right. I think
I
the
think
House
they
of
really
Black has
working.
his boots or something like that.
Yeah, I think they're trying to work it where they go win the trip on the trios titles. Because they just came back to the tag team this past week and they got their ass whooped by the House of Black and they took Billy Gunn's boots.
Mm.
So yeah, but my if anything I'm gonna talk about is what the fuck was that death match?
That death match was an absolute it was a travesty. Like I don't know
That
what they were
that
doing.
they, I understand y'all. Y'all don't really get the concept of death match, okay? Without somebody that's there, like a Nick Cage or whoever. But
Mm-hmm.
that
I was just
was
sorry. It was just sorry.
it was
That's all it was.
cartoonish as shit.
It was just
Very
sorry.
much so. I mean, did you expect less? Any less than?
I mean, my thing is, it's something like this. If you go advertise something, which you know what, now I'm starting to put it together. Wrestling as a whole, just don't put your hopes up when they advertise something.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go advertise a death match and you put in Jeff Hardy in it, I'm concerned already.
Very much so because I'm trying to figure out if he's gonna fall off a ladder
Well,
or if he's gonna
right.
like. I mean,
Right.
You have to hold him back. You have to hold him back from doing anything crazy. And
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jeff Jarrett is not a death match guy. So
Exactly.
Exactly. And then you got everybody interfering, which I mean that's probably the safety reason to have everybody interfere and make this shit. All right, there's no rules. I get that, but then y'all bring the silliness into it.
Mhm.
Leatherface, and I'm like, oh my god! I think somebody put on Twitter too. It remind me of WCW when they brought RoboCop out, and I was like, what the fuck? You know what? Not even that. When WWE did the fucking the zombie match with Miz and them, or
oh my god.
ECW with the
Right,
zombie coming out.
and the crazy thing it was I had to check. I had to check somebody in them comments. Someone was up there bitching, talking about, oh well, WWE did that shit with the movie shit. Why you don't have the same energy with AEW? But yeah, we're not going to talk about that, are we? What? I'm like, both of them were fucking stupid. I don't know what you mean. Like, why AEW doesn't get a pass or why AEW gets a pass? Like, I mean, I'm sorry,
No, they
they're not
don't.
getting no
Just,
motherfucking pass. What the fuck?
just when I thought something couldn't be worse than that Mountain Dew match with Bray Wyatt,
Right, right.
we get
That was the
this.
candidate. That was the candidate for worst match of the year, and then this.
Very much so.
So,
She was
um,
stupid as fuck.
Chris Jericho thing pissed me off. Probably pissed the world off. We didn't want Chris Jericho versus Osprey.
Hell no. I was so upset when I heard that shit. And I'm just like, Chris, I'm tired of looking at your face. I'm tired of looking at your white face. I'm tired of looking, I'm just tired of hearing you at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like every time I turn around, you got to try to outdo somebody. You got to try to outdo Kenny Omega. You know, somebody from Winnipeg or whatever. Or no, somebody from Canada, period. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, listen. Kenny Omega has been having bangers after bangers after bangers after banger. He is literally Mr. Pay-Per-View. He is literally 5-star Kenny Omega. Because like he has not disappointed in single matches. That's why I'm trying to figure out why the fuck is he in a trios match, you know what I'm
Well,
saying, this time around.
shout out
And
to
you
our
have
brother.
him?
Shout out to our brother Stormy, because he the one that said it. I'm gonna give him his credit. CM Punk might, oh not CM Punk, Kenny Omega might be hurt.
Again,
Might be.
He
But this
might
is
have never recovered from that Osprey match. Yeah.
yeah, that straight up that driver 93 he took. But my thing is this. It reminds me of, you remember that Royal Rumble where everybody expected Samoa Joe to be number 30, but they got Roman Reigns. Like wrong Samoa Joe, right? We got the wrong Winnipeg Canadian. All right. It's supposed to be Kenny Omega 3. That's what it's supposed to have been. And I told somebody this, like, how they gonna top this? But we said that for the second one. How they gonna top the first one? They in front of 85,000 people. You don't think Kenny Omega gonna show out and show
man,
up?
please. That
You don't
man
think
would show the fuck out.
Will Osprey in
He
his
will
home
be
country?
feeling no pain. No pain. He
Oh,
will
no.
And
be
then, and
feeling
I
no
think
pain.
I think this is like borderline like disrespectful. Oh, if not disrespectful, Dan, this is a big disappointment because we should really be getting Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho 3. Like this is huge, and they've been giving us like part 1, part 2. It's just been so dope. And then the only thing that you can give us is Chris Jericho versus Will Ospreay. I'm
This is
sorry,
rare.
but that's a house show.
This is a rare that we all agree with Dave Meltzer, by the way.
Mm.
Even Dave Meltzer said that's a disappointment.
That's a
Major,
huge
bro.
disappointment. I'm sorry, Chris Jericho need to be ashamed of himself. He needs to be on the pre-show, not on the actual card.
I actually really think that he had something to do with his own creative booking on that.
I bet he
Like,
does. I bet he did. And when
Yes.
there's
it and when the
no.
shit blows up in his fucking face, trust and believe I will be on this podcast. And I said, I told you.
Dude, remember what I said? This is a gift and a curse for creative control. You know, Chris Jericho had creative control to his whole AEW career. What was that Mimosa match? That was his idea. Remember that?
To
Yeah.
to to drop in the pool of orange juice.
In his defense, it was during the pandemic. It wasn't,
Fuck out of
Really?
here. Yeah. Fuck out of here. Yeah.
alcohol abuse. That's what that
Yeah,
was.
that definitely was.
Oh, you talking about Chris Jericho was
Yeah,
drinking
that
too
was
much?
that
No,
was
no, no.
alcohol
I'm talking
abuse.
about the
That
mimosa
match.
matches was alcohol abuse. A lot
Oh,
of
it,
champagne.
what it was? Oh, yeah,
They fucked up these parts.
yeah.
You know how many brunches you could have had with that? That's insane.
Not blunts. Not blunts.
Brunches.
No, you know how a lot of white females was pissed off about that
Right.
match
Why?
because that's what they
Brunch?
drink for brunch.
Yeah.
Manus,
Bottomless mimosas.
mimosas.
And get
Yeah.
after the lights. No,
Wow.
you get-
Anyway, let's move on. Okay, so this was for wrong one. Sorry.
there we go.
Collision. I did not watch Collision. I still need to watch Collision. I'm gonna probably watch Collision sometime tonight. So I can fall asleep. I know we was talking about shut up. I know that y'all were talking about Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks is really coming into his own. Can you
Yes.
tell us a little bit more what's going on with Ricky Starks? Like I haven't been watching Collision for the longest.
Well, apparently he's suspended because of what he did to Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
He deserved it.
Yeah,
the
he
Dragon?
deserved it.
Yeah, he deserved it. Mhm.
Okay.
He
Not gonna
came out.
disagree
He came out with Big Bill. Apparently, he's managing Big Bill now, who we all know as Big Cass.
Big ass.
Yeah.
Wow.
But listen, again, he killed it on the mic. I mean, there's Ricky right now he's at his peak. Anything he touches right now is gold. I'm so happy for him. I'm more than happy for him. He deserves it. I mean, honestly, he should be in the running again. Another person who I feel should be in the running with MJF and Adam Cole for that heavyweight strap.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see why. Again, I don't want to use the pillar thing, and because I wanted to talk about that with Roosh because they signed him long term and they invested in him as well, and they did the little vignette. But Ricky Starks right now, to me, is at the top of his game. Why not pull the trigger on him?
So, Derek the Devastator said that Starks have a manager license until his suspension is done.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Wow.
He said last week. I remember that.
That's
but the thing about
hilarious.
we've been singing Ricky Starks praises for a long time.
He's
especially,
dope.
especially when he did that promo with MJF and called him Maxi Pad. It was from there. The dude.
I was dead.
I call him
in
Little Rock.
NWA. I watched him in NWA,
Yes,
man.
yes.
He was woo.
That's when I called him Little Rock. I call him Little Rock in NWA. He was the NWA television champion.
Absolutely.
And this dude Mike game is unparalleled right now, and always like I could name at least a couple out hand of some of his promos, but his ring work is still good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that AEW, if you're not up Tony Khan's ass, you're not gonna get those opportunities. And that's why I love his promo. I watched his video vignette when he said, as much how nice I am, I could use that same energy to bring much chaos.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved it. And I yes, where's this absolute been?
Mm-hmm.
So the future, I don't care if he's the AEW champion. If he do something, they give him a TNT title and he make that something, because I think anything he touch will work.
Mm-hmm.
anything. TNT, international. Hell, you put him in a tag team, you put him in the trios. If he got gold,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna be gold. It's gonna be
Yeah,
platinum. It's
He's
I
definitely
absolutely
one of
agree.
those. He's definitely one of those anchors on Collision. Like he's one of those shows mainstays. He needs to be on that show every week. As
yeah.
much
Mhm.
as everybody's gonna say CM Punk, he needs to be on Collision
No,
every
hmm
week.
CM Punk need to stay the fuck away from television. That's what he need to do.
I
Like for
think that
real.
I think that would be the right move. I mean, I know everybody think Collision is CM Punk, but I think Collision is Stark's show.
It should be. Yeah,
It should
it should
be.
be.
It
It
should
should
be
be his
CM
show.
Punk show because like no one really gives a fuck about CM Punk. CM Punk is just reaching for attention at this point. Like he needs that attention because
Well,
like no one really gives a fuck about him because he know that he's on a time restraint. You know what I'm saying? Like and he should be. I mean, I'm
well,
sorry, but he shouldn't even came back.
well,
And
well,
actually,
being the
Chris, one more thing before you if you're gonna go to sleep, try to before you go to sleep, watch Jay White and Dalton Castle. They killed it. They really killed it.
yeah, I saw that match. I saw that.
They
As
killed it.
much I don't as much as I we was mad about Dalton Castle getting the television title match over Shane
Oh,
Taylor.
I'm not worried about that now. Now that Shane Taylor, aka Thunder Thighs, which I'm
We,
just saying,
we're
I'm
getting the
just
match we want.
we
He
get in the match
or
with so like I don't give a fuck. Now I'm not mad at him anymore.
yeah,
I'm good.
yeah, but Jay White. Well, Jay White has always killed this, but Dalton Castle showed why he's a former Ring of Honor champion.
Very much
And
so.
Jay White, I think he cut a promo challenging Kenny Omega about. I think it was something about had to do with Wembley Stadium.
Hmm.
I'm not sure how they're gonna go about that, but
Right, right now it's a six-man match.
right.
So I
It's
mean,
him Juice, and I think
him Juicy Tasha against Hangman, Kota Ibushi, and Kenny Omega.
there
Mm.
you go.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
All right.
that's why
Cool.
we're not getting Osprey Omega 3.
yeah, well,
That
we kind of knew
sucks.
that. We kind of knew that in Dynamite when they beat his ass during JR's interview, and JR just looking like, "Y'all ain't tell me about this."
That poor man. Why is that man on that show knowing the picture that did you guys see the picture of that man's foot? That is bad.
You said what picture?
Who
Jim
JR?
Ross' foot is really bad. Like it is real it's grotesque.
Listen,
Oh,
he just need to retire because I'm that man, that poor soul.
they
Mm.
told him that people said, "Why don't you just do your podcast?" And because his
Right, just be
podcast is
done with it. Like do it from your bed. You know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
I don't mean to disgust you guys, but it looks like he borderline has gangrene on that foot. Like it's really
He
bad.
what?
It looks like he has gangrene on that foot.
yeah.
I don't know what that is, but I don't even want to know.
It's
Okay.
like a like rotten flesh. Like
I don't even want
it's really
you had
bad.
to say it.
Just disgusting.
And he was
Disgusting.
walking on that thing. Yeah, I couldn't understand it.
Oh my god, why the hell you gotta be so descriptive?
Next,
Yeah, right. Okay. All right. So Will Nightingale versus what's her name? Mighty. What's her name?
Delamont,
Diamante?
Delamont,
Demonte. So
yeah.
like, who
Yeah.
is she?
Delamonte
LAX.
is
She's
Karen
the
Hogan's
female
girlfriend.
LAX. Yeah, exactly.
She's who?
Karen Hogan's girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
Oh,
She was with the original LAX. She was a former TNA Knockout Tag Team Champion. That's the only history. That's the only history I'm gonna give you.
okay. All right. So Samoa Joe was in action.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tone, do you remember the name of the golden when Edge and Christian did that? The golden
At Ecuadors?
what was
Cortizadors.
the
Cortizadors.
Yeah, that was. Oh my god.
No. Let me correct you on here. Let me correct you on. Take that down for me so I can tell
Okay.
the whole. Take that down for a minute so I can tell everybody what he was really doing. CM Punk was paying homage to his boy Ace Steel. That's why he had all the teeth. That's like the teeth on there. You remember the outfit? He had Ace Steel's teeth. That was a shout out to his boy Ace Steel for teeth to skin. That's what that was. That was not no damn tribute to Edge. So I don't want to hear that shit. That was for Ace
Right.
Steel. His boy couldn't be in Collision no more, so I'm gonna wear a suit dedicated to my brother Ace Steel. His teeth and stuff. That's looking for, and the ugliest GTS I've seen on Twitter ever. I hope Kenta laughing at your ass. That was nasty. That was disgusting.
That's gonna be the one to chin check him.
Oh, I
That's
wish.
gonna be the one to chin check him.
I mean, Kenta chin check Will Ospreay, so I know he can chin check CM Punk.
That's
Mm.
another thing, Father God, that I ask you for again. If you can make that happen, I don't even make it happen for me. Make it happen for Chris. Make it happen for Chris.
What? Why me?
Make it happen
Because
for
you've
him.
been wanting Kenta to chin check CM Punk for the
I've been wanting him to gut check him for the longest. For the longest. Like, we need that. That should be at Wembley Stadium. Like,
That's
seriously.
What?
But CM Punk is
That's
too much of a
enough.
pussy. That's the problem.
Like, no disrespect to Samoa Joe, we know the history, but the money match, as Kenta said, he need the money back. That was it. You should have had Kenta versus CM Punk. Unless CM Punk is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, these matches that they currently have, which we'll talk about that in the next segment, in our last segment. It's
So
just,
Phillip
it's
loses
just
a
not.
couple teeth. It's nothing. Don't worry
It's
about it.
it's just not.
Right
It's
up.
not good. Just, I'm
Nah.
sorry. It's not. What other match? Let me see. Let me just pull this back up. What else? So we already talked about FTR. We really don't need to talk about Hobbs. I really definitely don't want to talk about Christian Cage and Darby Allin. However, I do want to talk about Swerve. Swerve is a menace
To society, yes.
Yes, him
Yes.
and our AR Fox. I'm liking that shit. I'm definitely digging that shit. AR Fox is a fucking savage.
I'm liking that they taking this shit outside of AEW. Did
Yes.
y'all see Sting and them go to his school and beat his
Man,
ass for his
listen.
students? I loving this story, but this is what I say about Darby Allin. They got Darby Allin going which way? And he's doing this storyline, and guess what? You got another storyline you doing on Collision. Like, he's doing double work. He's doing a Dynamite storyline and he's doing a Collision storyline. He gonna have a match in the Williams Stadium, and then the very next week he gets the TNT title match with possibly Luchasaurus.
Doing too much.
It's like, it's that word that we don't like to say. It's usually almost. I'm gonna say it though. That pillars word. Y'all taking that pillars word too damn seriously. All right, listen. One at a time, goddammit. like Darby Allin's like a $125 soaking wet. Stop that. I like Darby Allin. Darby Allin's my guy. He's my guy. Paul.
Extra moist.
Right.
Extra
Just
moist.
soaking wet. Like, wow. Okay.
He's ocean.
He's ocean.
He's ocean.
With no salt. Yeah, right.
Yes.
Just
I swear we can't set up Chris.
I know. But yeah, don't mind me. Yeah, I think that does it for Collision. We really don't need to talk about Collision anymore. All right, so let's move on because matter of fact, we still got some time. So, do y'all want to just get straight into the last segment?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's get into it. Hang on, let me just pull it up real quick. Oh shit! I have to type it in. Damn, I didn't even type the shit in. No, I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, I've been doing shit like all fucking day, and I didn't even type the shit in. What was it? Wait, all in.
I still have a problem with the fact that TK couldn't do a package deal for All In and All Out. Like, you couldn't just throw that out there for like $70, both of them, and just call it a day.
Nope.
That was stupid. That's stupid.
He could have if it, it's still on BNR, right? It's on BR.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He should have done it with them. A nice
combo pack. You know what I mean? Throw up some
bundle,
some Wingstop in there or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So yeah, y'all, we are going to talk about AEW All In.
Dun, dun, dun.
Here is the card so far. This is so fucking basic to me. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, Tony was like, "You're gonna take the matches that I make and like it. You already sold it out. I don't need your money. I already got it."
Well, this is what I asked earlier in the week with y'all. Like, do you think that the way it was set up was like straight up, like, was it a bad move? Because
This
The
was a very
tickets went on.
bad move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the tickets went on sale before we even knew the card. And people was just so excited that it's coming over there. They doing stuff. WrestleMania was not here, but they bringing us all in and blah blah. So we just go buy the ticket, but y'all don't even know the card. And then he already got your money. So guess what? I'm just gonna throw shit to the wall and hope it stick.
I'm just
When I
gonna.
look
You're
at
right. I'm
this,
just gonna throw
yeah.
wet toilet paper at the wall and just.
hmm When I look at this card is just it doesn't even make my dick hard. Like I'm still on limp. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Like I'm looking at it. I'm just putting what if or changing shit around just by looking at it.
Yeah, like
Like
I'm doing a lot of what ifs.
yeah,
This
I'm
is
putting.
literally WWE 2K23
Yeah, exactly. I was getting ready to say that. This is literally a simulation.
Like what? Look,
Like
look, look. Like when they ever advertise the 0 hour part of the main card.
nigga, the
Like
fuck?
the 0 hour has never been like advertised like this unless Excalibur says it. But they got it on.
And why is MJF and Michael or Adam Cole is doing double duty?
Well, this now I'm reaching here, but I'm thinking that this is how Adam Cole go to swerve MJF. I'm already thinking that him, the Kingdom, and Roger Strong is gonna come together and take the belt from MJF. I just don't want. This is my thing. I don't want them to make MJF a fucking baby face and he's still talking about the devil's here.
Mm.
Like that's the most stupidest. Like y'all still got him calling himself the damn devil, and y'all making him a baby face. Oh, I'm a scumbag. Like this dude is doing devil shit. He making y'all cheer anything. Kangaroo kick. Dude, what the?
Double
Oh man,
clothesline. That is like the dumbest move, but it's over.
What was the Darby Allin one? The headlock takeover.
the headlock
They
takeover.
had a takeover, the most dangerous move in professional
My,
wrestling.
listen,
Like I'm,
my whole thing right now is look at Will Ospreay's face on this card.
they don't look happy.
He looks like I do not belong in this match. It
The
just
only
it
match
screams
on
I don't
here,
belong in this match.
the only match on here that's money to me is FTR versus Young Bucks.
That's it. Everything else is just like
Outside
real
of
basic.
MJF, outside of MJF and Adam Cole, yeah, that's the only card.
It
That's the only
is.
match that.
That
It
that match,
is, bro. Like
that match,
this is embarrassing. This card is embarrassing. This is
that
nothing legendary about this card. I'm just saying.
that match with MJF and Adam Cole, the story was cool. The story is entertaining. I give you that. They was booking, and like I said, SmackDown was a 1 match card. This is like a 2.5 match card. Like, and again, we might be mad at this, and it might be a banger show. We don't know. Like they got the talent to make
Well,
this a banger show.
that's one of the good things about AEW that I give them credit for. Every time I think we're going into a shit pay-per-view, they manage to like shut me up and they put on a bang of pay-per-view. So,
But see, here's the thing, Alex. The problem is that we're on different territory. Like we're literally on different territory because they not only have a pay-per-view this week, but they got another one the following week. And
So,
there's literally no bill for all out at
so
all.
Chris, this is the thing me and you talked many times about with AEW,
Mm-hmm.
where
Mhm.
they fumble. They don't try to hide it. They accept it and try to make it better real quick. So let's just say this show right here that we're looking at, the card,
Mm-hmm.
there's a fumble or 2, maybe 3 fumbles. They got a week to do the follow up at all out, possibly, but they gotta make it make sense.
I'm treating All Out as night 2 more than anything. I'm treating it as night 2 instead of like its own entity. You know what I'm saying? Like we're all in. Are you all out? Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm treating it like that instead of being very very critical about. I just really feel that it's too close apart. It's too close to each other. You know, like it's just. I've never seen that. Like 2 pay-per-views in 2 weeks.
Well, wait. We kind of did. WWE did it.
When?
The Thunderdome crap. They did
What you mean?
SummerSlam. They did SummerSlam. They did the Payback. That's how Roman became champion.
I don't remember that.
They did.
this is like you
right.
gotta
They
go
did
back to, like,
They did SummerSlam. They did SummerSlam. That's when Roman came back with the nice shiny teeth. And then the next week he beat the Fiend and Bray
Wow.
Braun Strowman at Payback.
That's how
So,
Hulk
but
Hogan got the belt back this Tuesday night in Texas.
yeah.
Mm,
I mean,
mm.
that's. But I will. You know, the crazy thing I'm gonna say about this card is that it if it was not Wembley Stand, it'd be a glorified house show.
Very much so. That's why I'm trying to figure out. Like, I mean, y'all could have did better than this. I mean, if y'all wanted to, I mean, like, this is supposed to be legendary. Instead of us just saying, you know, Shane Taylor and Simone Joe should be on this card. They literally should be on this card, not Chris Jericho and Will Ospreay. It's supposed to be Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega. I'm sorry, I'm going to keep saying that until I'm blue in the fucking face, and I know y'all not going to be able to see my blueness because I'm charcoal than a motherfucker. But at the same time, like, once again, if Pride and Powerful come out, I am going to pop. But I just don't see that. I don't see that happening.
So you all right? You missing?
I'm gonna tell you right. I'll
CM
tell you
Punk
right
and
like this.
Samoa Joe, but yeah, I mean,
you put Ospreay and Omega 3 on this, and MJF
Mm-hmm.
and Adam Cole all of a sudden become nothing.
well, like I said, the story, the MJF and Adam Cole has been entertaining, but like you just said, you put Kenny Omega and Ospreay, that's the main event.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main
In
event.
Ospreay's hometown. Yeah.
I mean, it should have been like I said. They had a story behind it, and they just totally missed the boat. They interjected Chris Jericho for what?
Because it's supposed to happen 2 years ago.
No one gives a fuck about that. I'm like, 2 years ago.
That's what Chris Jericho said. It's supposed to happen 2 years ago after he beat Tanahashi at Wrestle Kingdom.
Well, Brock Lesnar attacked Cody Rhodes because he went on first. He was in the main event.
Shut up.
Why is it that hard to book a decent card?
Listen. We are thinking that we're sitting here and that's what we're trying to discuss. Like, this card is fucking trash. I'm sorry. Like, I've been waiting like fucking 6 months for this moment.
The women's tag team is Toni Storm, Britt Baker, and
That's
Hikaru Shida. What's that?
That's a title match.
That's a fatal 4-way. Yeah, because when I was looking at that, when I was looking at that, I'm like, wait a minute, why this is a tag team? Interesting.
Is that Paige?
That's Paige. Yeah, that's Paige.
She won. Now remember what I said about this when it comes to her. Since she came back, she only had like 4 or 5 matches.
Right.
The match she qualified to get in this, she cheated with the spray paint in the face and pinned her.
And I am going to say this: do not be surprised if Paige wins.
I won't.
Yeah,
I would say they'd probably give it back to Tony because they play it safe with both of them being British that, you know, one of them could win.
But she's not British.
Is it Tony?
Who's not British?
Tony Storm is Australian.
Oh yeah, she
just wrestled in the UK a lot. Like just like in Japan she used to. Yeah.
Now we getting her origins all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not judging. You know, I'm not. But the Young Bucks versus FTR, I think that one's going to be a banger. I think that's going to be match of the night. I really feel that way.
Yeah.
It should have a stipulation behind it. But stipulation or not, I think it's still going to be a banger, though.
We can pretty much safely say CM Punk isn't going to run in and do anything on that one.
Oh, yes, the Stampede. The Stampede, I think, is going to be... That's going to be interesting. That's going to be really interesting.
It's going to be interesting once we find out who's the mystery 3 that they got. And
right.
If it is pop, like you said, you're going to pop. I'm going to pop, but then I'm going to come to reality about y'all better treat them right.
Now what?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they to me is still one of the best tag teams that was misused in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and we're we're not going to let that shit go.
Oh no,
we are not going to let that go because Chris Jericho has wasted Pride and Powerful's time. They could have been multi-time champions. The company has been in existence for almost 5 years now, and the only person that really got over in the inner circle was literally Sammy. That's the only person, really.
And
Crazy
Sammy's
because
MIA right now for some reason. Well, we know why he's MIA, but I'm just saying, like,
it's
Mm.
crazy because Eddie Kingston said this same thing.
That Chris Jericho was about self.
Yeah, y'all should have been at least tag team champions. At least had multiple shots. Do you know they only had one shot
See,
at the
that's
tag team
fucked up.
titles?
That's
when
really
they
fucked
first
up.
got there, they got that one shot, and that was it.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's really fucked up. And like, honestly, a lot of people do not talk about that. They do not talk about how Pride and Powerful was misused. I mean, LAX was dope in Impact, and I don't even watch Impact, and I knew about them. And I'm just like, okay, I'm thinking they're going to come to AEW, same energy, you know what I'm saying, dominating like a motherfucker, but
I mean, the way they
I don't
came
know,
in, the
man.
way they debuted was so badass that you
Exactly.
would think, like, yo, they about to take over the world. And
That was
nothing.
Double or Nothing too, right? That was Double or
I
Yes.
Nothing.
believe so.
They came in after the ladder match between the Young Bucks and Lucha Brothers. Their two
Yep.
rivals
Right.
came in, took off the mask. I'm not gonna forget that pop. Like, now we're playing. Now we got a
That pop
game.
was
Like,
insane. Yeah.
right. That whole night was full of surprises because they was one. Then I think that's the same night Moxley came out or somebody
Yes.
came out.
Yes.
And so you had a foundation and you had one of the best tag teams in the land. Like
Mhm.
these two, and what you do, you put them in a group. All right, cool. We get it. That's the first group in AEW, first faction. They should have been running all over. They should have had the TNT, the AEW, the fucking tag team. We talking about factions that runs the damn show and had the gold. They should have been at least 2-time tag team champions. At least had a
Mm-hmm.
long run with it.
Minimum. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So don't fuck up.
Will
watch
said that I'm sorry, but the fans, hold on, but the fans in the arena, was not into Pride and Powerful the many times that they were at the shows I've been at or been at
You been to? Okay.
been to. Yeah, I think it was a typo. Okay.
I will ask this, Willis. Was that when they was in a circle and all they was talking about is Chris Jericho versus MJF, or when they left in the circle and it was too late? It's already dead in the ground.
I mean,
Because
also they were on AEW Dark so many times and
They-
just
they
helping
was like-
elevate other tag teams, and it's just they got misused so bad.
Tell you that shit.
They was
single
like
handedly
Scorpio.
got
They was
on
like
my
Scorpio
nerves.
Sky. They was like Scorpio Sky when he was on Dark instead of Dynamite, and he had to grab that brass Sonic ring. You know, it's the
And then and the shit, nothing happened. Nothing. Nothing
That's another
progressed.
guy lost in the shuffle. Scorpio Sky.
Scorpio Sky. He got a Sonic ring and he didn't cash it in. I mean, he cashed it in. He won the title, but no one really cared.
They only care for this like the same amount of time when Bobby Lashley won. Oh no, sorry, when Big E won. When Big E won, everybody's happy with that same week. It died down.
It died down like quickly because like no one told that stupid motherfucker to go on social media talk about I'm about to cash it in tonight. What?
Shut up.
So
What? I'm just saying, like, no one told you to do that, you know, and it cost them. Because I'm just like, oh, okay, you know. But Will said that Sky has been hurt for a while. And then
just
Ken
came
said,
back.
yeah, and then Ken said that Scorpio has had feuds with Sean on Dark and he lost. What the fuck? And then Derek said that Scorpio Sky was lost in the shuffle after losing the TNT championship.
I mean,
I'm
people-
going to take straight up between him, Sammy. They fucked up that TNT title
Royally screwed it.
with the hot
Right.
potato and the shit. So
I mean, I tell you, Wardlow's been like 6-time TNT champion and makes no sense.
Yeah, and then SCU, yeah, and then I don't know why CM Punk like not to. It is crazy because CM Punk is not even on this card.
yeah, he is.
Oh, he is.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
This
facing
is
Samoa
Samoa
Joe.
Joe.
oh, is he for what title?
The real world title, that X marks the spot
Yeah,
title.
nobody
That
gives a fuck
Oh
about that.
no.
Yeah, nobody
yeah.
gives. Warlord is back in catering.
Wardlow's looking for his stuff.
Yes, he's
That
looking for
the
his
stuff that got
balls.
stolen.
Exactly. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I mean, it's bad that someone that was hot as fuck in AEW, we don't know where the fuck this man is at now.
just
Man,
think
when I
about
tell
that.
you the
Think about what
world
you
was
just
waiting for that man to turn on MJF so bad.
think about what you said. This dude, when they had, remember the ranking, he was the number one contender.
The ranking system was a fucking joke.
Yeah, he was the number one contender. He was hot as hell. The dude had like mass security taken to the ring handcuffed. The motherfuckers couldn't stop saying Warlow. To now he's trying to get salad and trying to choose which salad dressing he want on his salad.
Wow.
Balls. But God, Lord, this
Wow.
man spent my time. I finished tonight. God, I
You're out of
digress.
ranch. You're out of
Right.
ranch.
Wow. Wow. Let me see. Ty said that I noticed these wrestlers on this card are Tony Khan's favorite people.
Listen,
Just saying.
WWE 2K23, my GM. This is what that is.
Yes, this is manager no general manager mode. That's
Right.
what we're looking at right here. You know what I'm saying? And yes, it is funny. This is all of Tony Khan's favorites. See, this is what happens when you pick up the flower a little bit too much and shit, and you start to you click on your PS5, your PS4, your Xbox One, and then you just start playing WWE 2K23, and you're thinking that you're actually playing a video game, but this is actually real life.
I swear, I
These are
think
all the
Tony Khan
people
lost
that
some
he.
pages. I think he lost some
It's
pages in
like
that little green notebook he got.
something. It's almost like
You mean the scratchy notes,
Yeah, yeah.
the sheet of paper he had for 6 months.
he owes all. He either owes all these people money or owes them all favors. One of the two. But
Wow.
Or they got something on him. Like, I remember that
Right.
kilo I saw on your desk. You go put
Right.
it on
I saw that little angel dust that you said that was actually flour. You know.
What cookies was you baking?
So you
Right.
write that check to that young lady.
Yeah. I knew about them sugar cookies before sugar cookies was a thing.
Does knock on his door. Knock on his door. Like, you see what's happening to Vince? You see what happens to Vince? Put me on that show. Put me on that
I'm sorry. Okay. Any final thoughts for this shit? You know what I'm saying? For this card, any last tips? Anything y'all want to say?
Good luck.
Good luck. Yeah, man. Put on a bet. Do the best that you can with the hand that you're dealt with.
Damn, y'all are brutal tonight. Okay, so let's go around for final thoughts. Like literally final thoughts. Anything that you guys want to bring up? Anything that we missed that you want to bring up now?
I just keep it short and sweet. We need to stop being how should I say this? We gotta stop getting caught up on the clickbaiting situation. All right, 1 week, soon as someone's like Jay said he out the league, I want to make pictures saying he's all elite. That motherfucker
10
ain't all
minutes.
elite.
It took 10 minutes.
As soon as Edge said this is his final match under contract, he's going to AEW. How about wait and see? Let's stop trying to think we Nostradamus and we know what the fuck going on, because we don't know what the fuck going on. All right. This is what I say this all the time. What I miss in wrestling is the surprises. When we don't know nothing, and we just had that instant organic feeling of, holy shit, they did this. Oh, and I'll be legitimately surprised. I mean, it's nothing wrong if we do know and we call it and we still get popped, but it's so much better when we don't know it. I'm telling you, people. Especially if you're younger than me. If you didn't understand the Attitude Era when motherfuckers were switching souls back and forth, we're like, what the fuck? You'll see where I'm going with this. But stop with the clickbaiting and try and get likes and repost and all this shit, because y'all know what the fuck y'all talking about. And then y'all get mad when someone remember this shit and go back and go back to you and say, hey, but you said, let's stop it. All right.
Mm.
That's all I gotta say. Have a good night.
All right. Me, same thing. Like it's gonna be a dope week with AEW. I'm wishing nothing but success for them. I'm hoping that they don't fall on their face. I hope that this is a successful pay-per-view that we're going to be talking about 20 years from now, if I'm here on this earth.
We'll
You
talk about
know,
it.
yeah, and these fans out here, I'm just going to just keep this shit real with you guys. Y'all really need to get off this tribalism shit. This shit is poisonous. It's disgusting. It's like a bad STD. You don't want to get rid of it. You want to keep it because you think that shit is cute because you bang one of the baddest niggas or bitches and shit, and you feel that, oh well, I'm going to use this STD as a medal of honor or some type of shit, just like how y'all be doing with WWE and with AEW. You feel that you're obligated to defend their honor. Y'all need to stop doing that shit. This shit is not cute. At this point. It used to be cute. It's not cute now. But all this week we're going to be talking about AEW All In on TikTok, YouTube, and yeah. So have a wonderful work week, and you'll see me when I see you. Yeah. And remember to check out our merch at www.heelsforlife.com. Remember to subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. Put our name out in some of these groups. We need our subscribership up. We are about 150 subscribers away from being YouTube partner and or affiliate, whatever. Yeah. So that's all I gotta say. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.
Hefe.
Wait a minute. Yeah, the fuck? You ain't gonna say nothing? Excuse me, your boss. You're on mute. Yeah, you're on mute. Mm-hmm. You think we're lying? No.
Oh, his headphones died.
Oh, his headphones died. Well, until that time, everybody, my name is Mr. T. Bring it. That's F.A. with the he with death, and Mr. Enforcer. Have a wonderful night, y'all. Bye.